There has been a lot of talk about creating communities lately, and a lot of people are trying to figure out what platform should they host their community on so that they can be able to connect with their audience. Maybe you are looking to create online courses and digital products and want to have just a community feature to it, or maybe you're looking to have a paid community. Well, I want to tell you about a platform that I utilize, which is called Kajabi. Kajabi allows you to not only have a community, but truly be able to host all of your digital products, such as courses, coaching, memberships, and more on this platform so you can truly utilize it as an all-in-one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how to utilize Kajabi's community. You can see if it might be a good fit for you and if this platform will work for what you are looking for. Hey there, Corporate Misfits. Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to the Corporate Misfit Club channel, where we help digital product creators who are looking to better market and also generate sales in their digital product business. Now, before we dive into today's topic, I want to tell you about a special trial that you can utilize to check out Kajabi. It's an extended trial, and you can learn more and see if this platform might be a good fit for you. I like to play around with the back end of things to really see if it's going to be a good fit for me before I get started on the actual platform. So I want to do the same for you. If you're interested in checking it out and checking out the community features as well as some of the other features they have, you can find the link below, and also a special bonus I have for you to help you along the way with launching on Kajabi. Okay, so communities is a really big deal now. A lot of people are looking to move off of Facebook to be able to host their community. A lot of people want to do paid communities. So community features are really big. And if you don't have a community as a digital product creator, you might be interested in adding on this feature, or even just getting started with a community as your digital product for your online business. Now, in case you're not familiar with what a community is, it is kind of similar to how Facebook groups were ran at one point in time and still are. So this is where you can have a group of individuals who jump into this community, who talk about a specific topic, where you can post in feeds, where you can share videos, where you can provide them resources and all this great stuff in order to help them on their journey and that specific topic. So this is a really great way for people to connect with their audience beyond just hosting an online course or just giving them a digital product and telling them to go about their merry way. It allows you to build connection and really be able to connect with the people that you are serving. So there are several different types of communities. There's paid communities, there's free communities, there's communities that are added on bonuses, maybe for your coaching programs or for your courses. There's several different types of things that you can do with a community, and it's going to be up to you on how you utilize a community. So let's go ahead and jump behind the scenes of Kajabi. Let's see if this platform might be a good fit for you to not only build out your communities, but also utilize it to run your business. Okay, so now we're on the back end of Kajabi. As you can see here, it is a clean slate so that you can be able to see me actually create a community from the very beginning. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to where it says products. So when you're in Kajabi, you will go to where it says products and you'll make your way to all products, or you can go to where it says community, one or the other. Now, one thing you're going to also notice is that you can create courses, coaching programs, also podcasts, things along those lines here on this in this particular area. So I'm going to go ahead and hit get started. We're going to go ahead and select community, and underneath you are going to see a couple of the different features that the community has, such as live video, video recordings, posting feeds, meetups, challenges, mobile apps, and all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. And now what we're going to do is we are going to create our new access group. So communities, you can have multiple groups which contain topics, and you can organize those groups of people and restrict them into what content they are able to be a part of and what content they aren't able to be a part of. So we want to have an overall group name. So I'm going to call my overall group name maybe just my business name. We're going to call this the Corporate Misfit community name, but we have maybe different subtopics and certain people are in those specific topics. So right now I can price the overall group and I can make it paid. I can also make it free. I can have a one-time offer. I can also set up subscriptions, and I can also do something called multi-pay if I'm going to have them pay for maybe 3 months at $99 or something along those lines. So you can choose which option is going to work best for you. Let's just go ahead and say we're going to create a subscription. We're going to call the price, we're going to say the price is $29, and we are going to bill every month. So we're going to bill every month. And then Kajabi allows you to pick a couple of payment options. Since this is my partner account, I'm going to be utilizing Kajabi's payments, but there are other options such as Stripe, PayPal, and Kajabi payment. So you have those three options. You get to decide which option works best for you, and you can actually sign up for all those options and mix it up and see what works best. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and hit save and finish. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next stage. And as we are getting set up, we're going to go to our community. Let's go to community. So this is what our overall community looks like right now. There's still a lot of things that we need to do in order to get this properly set up, like creating actual groups within our communities. So then if we want to be able to have people go to certain groups, we can do that as well. So currently right now, I have an image here. However, if I did not have an image, I go to this image right here. You can change the image and select your preferred image for this community. Okay, so now we're going to go to where it says circles. So you can reorder your circles and all of that, but circles is where you are going to have your groups. So we're going to create a circle. Let's go ahead and hit plus sign, and we're going to call this circle a community test number 1. You can put the description of this circle, community testing, who can access this group. You can allow everyone in the Corporate Misfit Club to access this group. What type of feed would you like? You can do it feed or you can do a chat, whichever one. I'm going to do a feed style. And then also, is this going to be public or private? So if we were to select private, only the selected members from the Corporate Misfit community have access to this associated group. And if you were to add it as public, then anyone who joins the Corporate Misfit Club community is going to be able to access this particular circle. So again, this is how you're going to be able to basically differentiate who is going to be in a private group or who's going to be in just an overall public group. So we're going to make this private and we're going to go to next. Now I can pick who is going to be in this group. This is going to be me, and I am the leader. Okay, cool. So now I'm in this particular group, and what's going to happen next is I am going to be able to start to jazz this community up. So ultimately, I want to make this community where I have things that are already kind of pinned to the very top of the page. So then if new people come in, they're able to see this information. I can even create challenges, videos, and we're going to do all of that. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to say, welcome to the community. I can add some more information, what this community is about, who this is for. I'm so glad you're here, all of that. And I can even add a PDF, a audio, an image, or a video. Most likely I would add a video. So if I were to add a video, I can go and grab some of the videos I've already done. Or if I wanted to do just an image, I can do that too. So I'm going to just do an image for right now. And now what's taking place is we have a cute welcome to the community type of thing, so that if someone were to come to this particular group, they are like, okay, cool, I know what to do. So once I have that created, I can then post it. And now that is posted. Now, if I wanted to pin this post, I'm going to go to where it has the 3 dots. I can pin to the circle. So I can pin to feed, or I can pin to circle, and I'm going to go ahead and pin to feed. So anytime you come to the feed, it's going to be pinned. Or if I pinned to circle, pin to circle, it's going to always be at the very top of the page. Okay, now that I have created that, what can take place is people can go and type. They can say they're inspired or pick some of the other emojis. They can even leave a comment. I'm going to comment as if I am a customer. So I am going to leave a comment there. And so now you can see that there's a comment and you can reply to that comment. And you can also, again, you can have some attachments, PDFs, audio, images, videos, and all of that. Okay, so now that we know how to post to the feed, what will happen is your audience will come in here to this particular circle or the overall community, whichever one you choose to have. Well, obviously you'll have an overall community, but if you have multiple circles, they can come in here and they can plug in a ton of different things or have questions or ask, just connect with other people in the community. when you have people in the community, you will be able to see how many members are in this community. So you can click on that and you can see all the members and who's currently online. Now, if they're not online, it will obviously show not online and you will be able to see that. Also, you'll be able to see who the leader is and learn more about other individuals. So it gives you an opportunity to connect with other individuals in this particular community. So if for any reason you wanted to change something, you're like, you know what, I want this to look a little different. I want to add another image. You can. I'm just going to add something. And then ultimately, we're going to hit save again. And now this particular community has this little image. Now that we know how to do feeds, the next thing that we want to do is have challenges. So challenges is a really great way for you to be able to really hold your community accountable. So maybe you want to have a challenge on how to get started in these 3 steps. And once you've completed that step, you can mark off this challenge. So in order for us to understand how challenges work, you can either hit this video right here where Kajabi is going to explain more about how it works, or you can go to create a challenge. And then you can do a few things. This can be a one-time challenge. So make a New Year's resolution that's going to start on a specific day. And my community members will have XYZ days to complete this challenge. Or you can create a recurring challenge. So starting today, my community members will complete this challenge by XYZ. So you can make this visible to all members. You don't have to make this visible to all members. So you have those options as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a one-time challenge. So starting today, my community members will have, let's say, 30 days to complete this challenge. This challenge will be under the series new challenge, and we're going to call this something else. Okay, you can put a description on what the community start challenge is. So you can have a challenge like 5 days to 5K or 10 days to cleaning out your closet, things like that. You can find challenges that are going to work for your community and then utilizing those challenges to help your audience to achieve that goal. So we are going to go ahead and make this visible to all members. We are going to hit next, and then we can create, you can search for a challenge template. So here are some different templates. So let's just take a peek at some of these templates. So if I go to move your body, let's take a peek at that. So here's an example, and then I can pick who is going to be in this particular challenge, like who will be able to see this. Let's go to advanced. If there's a prize for the people who complete that challenge, what will that be? This is a goal setting challenge. We're going to make this access to make the access group, the community, corporate misfit community, and advanced will be a laptop. Okay, so that's a good prize. Let's hit next. All right, so now it says choose an exciting photo, video, or a GIF to explain the challenge. So if you have a video, go ahead and upload that. If you have a image, again, this is where you probably want to have something that explains what the challenge is. So people aren't just like, okay, a challenge, great. Probably explain what the challenge is and get them excited about that. I don't have a video necessarily to work with right now, but I'm going to grab an image again. And that image is we're going to pretend it explains what this video or this challenge is about. So now that we have picked our image for that challenge, we're going to go ahead and hit save. And now here's our challenge. Time to set goals. What do you want to accomplish this week? Break it down and share your 3 achievements or 3 goals that you were looking to achieve. Write it down below. So they can join. They must complete it by March 6th. They can join this challenge. Or if they hit this button right here, this allows them to share the community. So I'm going to go ahead and hit join. So I joined the challenge. To be the first one to complete the challenge, I need to obviously go to the challenge. So we're going to go back. Now you can go to challenges and you can see that the challenge is here. So you've already joined the challenge. And ultimately, in order for you to participate in this challenge, you're going to share when you complete your 3 goals. So, and I might have an image, or again, this is where your instructions are going to require you to tell them what needs to happen in order to actually mark this done. So they can add PDF, audio, image, video, all that great stuff, and then mark complete. I marked complete because I finished the goal that I was trying to show. Okay, so now that that is completed, it is now showing completed for my end. Customize the community. You can customize this even more. So let's go ahead and start customizing this community. If we want to have a different URL name, we can change that up right here. So right now it just says test community. You can change that. Email notifications. If you want to be notified, or if you want to notify everyone when you're sending out a specific type of email, you can do that. So here are just some options. You can go to circles, manage a circle email notification your members will receive, and you can check which ones are going to work best. You can turn them all off if you'd like, or keep them on. Then for challenges, if you would like to plug in notifications for that, these are email notifications. You can basically put in all of the email notifications. If someone hyped up another member, all of that, you can plug that in. Enable meetup email notifications. So here are some reminders, some enable, live rooms where you're going to host your live videos. You can have those as well. Also announcements if you want to have any email notifications there. Then customize. If you want to change this, if you want your reaction terminology to be different, you can change that up. You don't have to keep it the same. And also you have some options to customize your features. So go through this and be able to identify what will work best for you. Okay, under challenges, so this is currently one of our challenges. If we wanted to add more challenges, we can add it here as well. We can do a whole new series, and we can also select who's going to be a part of those challenges. Meetup is where we can create a upcoming live event, and you can go ahead and hit create new meetup here, or I'll show you shortly where you can create and how to create a meetup. And then also circles, which is what we have going on right now. Currently, right now in our circles, we have the community test, which is what I showed you when we created it. But ultimately, the community test is when you are going to be able, not the community test, but the circle that you're going to have. That's how you're going to know who you're going to be sending or adding to a community. And then we have announcements. So a new announcement, if you're going to be making an announcement, let's say, to only people in a certain group. This is a circle announcement, and we need to select what circle this is going to go to. So what group is it going to be a part of? And this is going to go to my community test number 1 group. Okay, so we're going to hit save. Also, navigation menu. So here are your links. So you have your link to your feed, link to your challenge, and link to your meetup. And if you need support, you can go there as well. So here's stats. So you can see how many people are new members, how many messages have been sent, any meetups, challenges, submissions. You can be able to click on that and you can go and see what is taking place. Also, details, again, as I mentioned, you have that here. You can also add some social links if you would like to, so that can allow you to have that. And also, if you have any community guidelines, you can add that in as well, like you would on like a Facebook group. And then advanced, you can have member alias, you can have you can kind of just change up what the verbiage is in this area. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and jump back to the community. We're going to go back to our community test. Again, we had an announcement. So our announcement is showing right here. If we clicked on that, it says make a comment. Cool. So that's the announcement. That's how it will look. It will be right there. Now, what we're going to do is create something called a meetup. A meetup's where you can host a live meetups in your group. So let's go to meetups. We can do something called live room, or we can go to this plus and we are going to create a meetup. When I create a meetup, I'm going to call this a name. So let's go to meetup. The location, let's go to use live room. So if you want to utilize Kajabi's live room, so you don't have to jump on Zoom or let's just say Google Meets or anything like that, you can utilize what Kajabi has. You can go use live room. You can either you can use a live room or create a private room. I'm going to create a private room. So now here's the direct link. It's a private room for my community. And then I'm going to have it start today at 10 a.m. And we're going to change that image too. We want it to be something that's more in alignment with our style. So I'm just going to grab an image that's more in alignment. And it's going to end at 11 o'clock today. You can put a description about what that meetup's about. This is going to be for that group, which is going to be the overall Corporate Misfit Club community. And the circle that I want this to be a part of is going to be that community test number 1. So this is not going to be a repeat. We're not going to select that at all. And I'm going to hit save. And when I click save, now I can share this link with my community who is in this particular community. So make sure you're sharing it only with people who have access to this community. So if it's paid, they know that and all of that. And now they are going to see the meetup, where to add it. They can add it to their calendar. Now, when you go to feed, what's going to take place is you will see I'm inviting you to come to our meetup tomorrow. So an automatic notification went to the feed, and you can click here to join now. So they can see about the meetup there, or they can see about the meetup here under meetups, and then it will share more about those meetups. They can hit share with somebody, they can hit going. Again, they can only share the link with people who have access to the actual group. If they don't have access to the group, obviously they're not going to be able to access this live training. So this is a really great way for you to engage with your audience and host a live meetup. We're going to go live. Let's go ahead and hit live so you can see what this looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a live room. We're going to go to got it. Allow your mic, allow. All recordings will automatically save. Got it. So now what we're going to do, it says members, I can not notify them or I can notify them, but I'm going to go ahead, since I have no one in this particular community, I'm going to go ahead and I can start recording in this group. Not yet. I can turn off my camera. I can change the background. So background effects, if I wanted to change that, you have some options. You can also share screen. So what I'm doing right now, I can share my screen with you. Also record. You can have some emojis. So if someone were to wave a high five, you can also do something called a pop-out video, or you can do something called a picture-in-picture. So start picture-in-picture. So there's me and there's me again. I am going to pop out though. And then I can also have a chat section where people can have a full-on chat going as I am talking and sharing with you about whatever we're talking about in our meetup. And then there's also the breakout groups. So if I wanted to do a breakout group, I can assign certain people to go into a breakout group. So very similar if you're familiar with like Zoom and things like that. So very similar, just kind of things are laid out differently. You can also have like a countdown timer. So let's go to the top. Let's go to meeting timer. So maybe you wanted to have a meeting timer showing like how long we have been in this particular training and all of that, because you want to keep that in mind. And also you can hide toolbars, and there's also settings where, again, you can play around with the effects, the general information, like such as like reactions of skin tones. Here you can go around with the advanced, where you can have low data mode. You can also change things up like with video and audio. And then the room, if you want to unlock rooms where anybody can enter once they click that link, you can have that as well. And you can have up to 200 people in your live meetups. So I'm going to go ahead and hit record just so you can get a feel of what that looks like. Hello, everyone. I am here. Okay. So I am recording, and basically what's taking place is now that timer has clicked in. If anyone were to join this particular recording, then you will see that here. And so we are going to stop recording, and we are going to overall end this message. So everything is good. We thought this was a great meetup, and now we are going to basically exit out of the meetup. So let's go back to meetups. We are going to, are you sure you want to leave the meetup room? Confirm. And now we have left the meeting room. So it is now getting our one recording in progress. It will be ready in a few minutes once it is available. But ultimately, you will be able to see your meetup once it's available in that recording. That is how a meetup works if you want to host a meetup. And all of your live recordings will be under this meetup area for people to go back and watch at any time. And now our recording that we just did earlier is here. So let's click on this. I can download this. I can playback speed, picture in picture, all that good stuff. So there you have it. I want you to test out the Kajabi community, see if it might be a good fit for you. There's a lot of playing around with it that you'll need to do to better understand before you just let people in. But the really great part is once you get a grasp of how this can work for you, it will make it a heck of a lot easier to get set up. So go ahead and get started with your communities. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. But I can't wait to see what you create and seeing if Kajabi might be a good place for you to host your community.
Hey there, Corporate Misfits. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos.